We're now going to have a look at how we use commas for subordinate conjunctions. Now, let's have a look at this sentence here first. It says, the children came inside. This is our main or independent clause. It makes sense on its own. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to add a subordinate conjunction here. So we've got because, the children came inside because, and we're going to add extra information. So the children came inside because it was raining. Now, this here is our subordinate clause. It doesn't make sense on its own because it was raining. It's not a full sentence. Our full sentence, the children came inside. Now we've got our subordinate clause, because it was raining. Our subordinate conjunction is because. This shows that our main clause and our subordinate clause are directly linked. The reason the children came inside was because it was raining. Now for this sentence, when you use a subordinate conjunction in the middle of your sentence, you do not need a comma. So you do not need a comma for this sentence. You do need a comma, however, if you put your subordinate conjunction, because it was raining, at the start of your sentence. So we could move it around and it could be like this. Because it was raining, the children came inside. Now you would need a comma here, and the comma would go between your subordinate clause and your independent clause. So it would go here, and this is to separate the two clauses. The reason you don't need it here is because your conjunction acts as that separating factor between the two clauses. The children came inside because it was raining. Whereas here we've moved the end of our sentence, our subordinate clause to the beginning, because it was raining, the children came inside. Now there's lots of different subordinate conjunctions that we use in school. We often have a look at this sheet, and here it shows loads of subordinate conjunctions. The ones I've circled are the ones that we use more often. So after, although, because, before, if, now and once, whenever, unless, until, and when. And I've got a couple of other examples for you here. If it was sunny, the children could play outside. Here we've started with our subordinate conjunction, and this is our first part of our sentence. It's our subordinate clause, so our comma goes between the two clauses. Our part in black, this is our main clause. The children could play outside. If it was sunny, the children could play outside. Our next one here, when the sun comes out, the children will go outside. Again, because we're starting with that subordinate clause and the subordinate conjunction, we have to have the comma between the two clauses.